Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. And as you can see, this is different from my usual vlogging style. I'm currently in my living room. That's because today we're going to be talking about story time. And I'm going to be telling you about a time I was kidnapped in Jamaica at 6 years old. Alright, so if you are new, welcome. My name is Tamika. And if you are interested in seeing what will happen in this video, continue watching. Don't forget to subscribe. This way you can become a part of the family and also catch up on previous vlogs. Like I mentioned earlier, I was kidnapped during my time. I was about six or 7 years old. I was currently going to primary school. Here in the US, that's considered elementary. Yeah, grade 1. So it's a regular day. We usually get picked up and dropped off to school. We had a driver, someone would take us, and I'm saying us as in myself and my cousin Stacy. You met her in the previous vlog where we went to Maryland. If you haven't seen that, make sure to go check it out. Anyway, so it's me and her. We used to go to the same basic school, we went to the same primary school, and we went to the same high school. So it was just us. Like everything is Nancy and Poochie. That's what they call us. So back to that day. A regular day, we got dropped off at school. Another day, this guy comes at my classroom door, and he came specifically to my specific classroom, right? He asked the teacher, he's here to pick up Tamika Dawkins, and of course the teacher asked no question, like, all right, so Tamika Dawkins, someone is here to pick you up. I was escorted to this person, and I recall this person being tall and dark. I don't know, I can't put a face to the individual. So if I should see this person today, like, I don't know what that person looked like. I have no idea. So when I went outside, and I'm like, okay. So he was ready to go, and I'm like, but yeah, if I'm gonna get my cousin, it's me and her. Like, we normally go home together. Like, we go in the same place. So he's like, okay, where's your cousin's class? So I went to my cousin's class, Stacy, and I'm like, he went and he asked the teacher, like, he wanted to pick Stacy up. Her teacher was like, no, like, school is still in session, you have to wait until dismissal time. Luckily for her, her teacher did not let her out. So I was on my own, and at this point, we were waiting for a few little minutes, and then afterwards, he was like, it's time to go, let's go. He took my backpack and he headed out the gate. And we were like running up the little hill, because the primary school I used to go, it's kind of down into like a little valley or whatever. So it has a little hill. You had to like go up the hill in order to go onto the main street. So while we were there, he had my backpack, and we were just running up the hill. And while we were there, I asked my cousin, like, what was happening, and she was just like, when she was just in her classroom just looking through the window, and she was watching us just run up the hill like like somebody running it down. So we were just running up the hill, and she's just like, okay, so they're not going to wait on me, because that's not norm. Like I mentioned before, it's both of us, like, whatever, we go to school together, we go home together, it's just us. So it was kind of weird for her, like, why they leaving me? Eventually we got to Crossroads. I don't even remember how we got there. I don't remember if we walked or we took the bus. I want to say we took the bus, because when we got off, or what I recall was that if we had taken the bus, right, where we entered into the market, because they have like a marketplace, have vendors there, and they would sell stuff in there. So we went through that marketplace, and while we were walking, so if you know Crossroad, you have the marketplace, and then you have the police station, and you have Carib movie theater at the time. I think it's still called Carib, I'm not sure. yes, so we went through the market. While we were going through the market, I saw one of my grandmother's friend. Her name is Dell, and she was like, Nancy, where you go? Like, you know, because I guess we were in so much rush. He was just running by, but lucky for me, Dell saw me, and because of her being like, Nancy, you know, whatever, identified me. And at this time, I guess that triggered something in him, and he was like, a couple of minutes later, we walked past her, you know, and after that, he saw another lady in the market, and he was just like, can you watch her for me? I'll be back soon. And I was there with that lady for a good while till the market was about to close. The lady had to take me to the police station, and she was telling him that, like, you know, this guy just dropped her off. He said he would be back, and he never came back. So at the police station now, you know, they were asking me like, you know, what's your name, what's your mother's name, and where I live. I told them my name, I told them my mother's name, and I told them my address, you know. So during that time, Stacy now had reached home, and I guess when she got home and they were like, where's Nancy, you know, and she's like, somebody already came and picked her up. And they're like, what are you talking about? You know, nobody should be picking her up. You know, you and both of you guys should be coming home together. So she's like, I don't know, but you know, this guy came and he picked her up and they left. So at that point, my parents, my mom, she went to the police station, and you know, I guess she reported what had happened. But at the same time, that lady Dell, her brother used to talk to my grandma, and he's a police officer as well. So when she called and she was like, she saw me going through the market with some guy, that's how everything started coming together. And you know, they were like, okay, they had that information, they took that to the station, and from there, you know, they contacted my mom, and they came to the station, they picked me up, you know. But this story was just weird, because just the thought of this person coming to my school in the first place, asking specifically for me, you know, like at times I wonder, like, who sent this person? Like, why did you come for me? You know, like I mentioned before, it's me and my cousin. You specifically just came to pick up me. You know, you asking for my full name, like you're here to pick up Tamika Dawkins, and that was it. You know, and at the time, so sometimes I sit and I would question myself, like, you know, what, you know, I probably wouldn't be here today, like, why me, you know? But everything happens for a reason. I don't know what the purpose was, I don't know what the motive was behind that, like, who sent you, why did they send you? So it was really weird to me and very concerning. You know, sometimes right now I would be like, where would I be? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so thankful for that lady, Jill, that saw me in the marketplace, and luckily she was like, you know, Nancy, what's up? Because her mentioning my name and actually being like, you know, where you going, whatever, that actually triggered that guy to actually, you know, I guess he got scared. He got scared and he was like, oh shoot, somebody see her now, then probably gonna call her parents and let her know that she was seen with someone, and then, you know, he was probably intimidated that she would be able to identify him. So he got scared. You know, I don't know what the reason was. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just super confused. But every day, sometimes I try to figure it out. Like, where would I be today? Like, what would have happened to me? Would I be alive? You know, because I don't know what he was going to do with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he took me for some sort of ransom. I don't know if he was supposed to kill me. We don't know. And those are questions I still have today. Like, what was the purpose? What was the motive? And who sent you? Like, why? You know? So that was very concerning for me. You know, also, I know here in America, like, when my kids go to school, we have to fill out like that blue slip, and it has names of individuals who can pick up your children. So if you are not on that list, you cannot pick the child up. However, I do know that I have family members who go and pick up my son sometime, and they're not on the list, and they don't ask. They don't ask. Like, you know, this individual, or they will check the list and be like, you're not on here to pick up, you know, you're not on the list to pick up the child. They don't do that. But either way, like, my kids, they are well aware, and they know, like, do not go with anyone. You don't know who this person is, you let the teacher know. I don't know who this is. And, you know, so their next step is to reach out to the parent, find out who the individual is, and if they have authority to pick the child up. However, in Jamaica, this was like 1991, 92, because I was like 6 or 7. So, you know, at the time, me being 6, and occasionally we would have changed drivers, so I don't know what the situation was like. Okay, I guess we just had a new driver coming to pick us up. But what was weird was when he did not try to go and pick my cousin up. That was kind of funny to me. So I was like, wait, so you're not going to pick up my cousin because we go home together? So that was kind of weird. Also, the teacher, you know, but like I said, this is a third world country, and at that time, I guess kidnapping was not a thing where teachers would be wary to be like, do you know this individual? Let me call your parents to find out. I don't even know if they had phones that time, actually. You know, so yeah, it was a lot of questions though. So and just so everyone is aware, like, make sure to just educate your kids. Like, you don't know this person, you have never seen them. Like, they come to pick you up, they say your mom or your dad sent them to pick you up, you don't know them, you let the teacher know, have the teacher reach out to us, and we'll figure it out from there. But do not go with anyone you do not know. All right, so yeah, that was it for my little story time. You know, I thought I would share that with you guys, you know, just because it was kind of like a reflection for me, because sometimes, like I mentioned before, like I occasionally would question, like, where would I be, like, what was my, you know, but God clearly had different plans for me, and that's the reason why I'm here to share my story. But yeah, so like I mentioned before, that kind of just bothered me, because I was just like, who is that person? Who sent you? And why did they send you? For me and only me. You know, you specifically come to my classroom, specifically for Jamaica Dawkins. Like, that was scary. That was really scary. But thank goodness for Adele. When she identified me, and I guess that scared him off. So yeah, that was that. But people, just be careful and just kind of educate your kids. So that was my story time. Yeah, I was kidnapped in Jamaica at 6 years old. Can you believe that? Yes. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. And if you like the video and you are new here, please go ahead and subscribe to become a part of the team. Thank you so much again for watching. Have a good day. Bye.